Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sauce back again for week 6. And this time we have Peyton with the Kindred Kingdras. And to be honest, folks, this one was a doozy. And you're going to see coming up what a thriller this game turned out to be. So without further ado, let's check out those teams. Starting off, we got Peyton's team. Nice nicknames, great team name. Boom. Not roasting you, you'll see. Don't matter. You got Obstagoon here. Flame Orb with the guts. Facade, throw chop, close combat, switcheroo. Beefed out for attack and speed. This thing, huge wall breaker, just scary. Had to prep for this thing all week, and here it comes. Seismitoad with the expert belt. This thing smacks. It's got the max attack, max speed, same EVs as Obstagoon. Adamant nature though, knockoff, liquidation, earthquake, and ice punch. Just a good move coverage against my team, to be honest. Next up is Jkkayy, and I know firsthand from season 1 how much of a boss this thing can be in terms of its raw power, modest, max speed, max special attack, choice specs. Like, there's nothing else to say. You just T-bolt or volt switch, and then rapid spin, swift. Just a little bit of extra tech moves there. Next is the Wheezing. Defensive tank for Peyton this week with the Black Sludge. You got the Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb. Just a nice set here. Bold Nature. Bronzong with the leftovers. He's bringing a max HP and max special defense set. Bringing the Toxic, Protect, Gyro Ball, and Earthquake. And to round off the lineup, you got Magmortar with choice specs, max special attack, max speed, flamethrower, thunderbolt, focus blast, and scorching sands. So looking at his lineup, you got the 2 physical attackers, 2 special attackers, and then a defensive wall and a special defensive wall. Overall, like, really good lineup and just balanced all over. So definitely a scary thing to see when I saw it firsthand. Now for your Kalamazoo Raichu, you got, starting off things here with Cobalt, bringing the Oka Berry, thinking that, just wanted to lessen a little bit of that fire type damage, as a lot of his threats could tech for that or just be straight up Magmortar. So you got Jolly Nature, Swords Dance, Close Combat, Iron Head, and Stealth Rock. So teched out the speed EVs just so everything could beat Obstagoon, and then after that point, Jolteon and Jkkayy on his team outsped me no matter what I did. So Fuegolomoth up next with the heavy duty boots. Saw that Seismitoad, was figuring he'd maybe bring out some Stealth Rocks, so you know how Volcarona is with Stealth Rocks. It's tough. So again, 204 HP, 216 speed, and the rest bulked out to special attack. We went Quiver Dance, Fiery Dance, Psychic, and Giga Drain. And I don't know why I don't keep putting or thinking about Roost as an option. I just love the aspect of Giga Drain so much, but there's instances where it's just bad. Next up, we got King Hippo, heavy duty boots. Didn't want to run into those toxic spikes just in case he did bring those, and with the regenerator just kind of wanted to be able to switch in and out hazard free, as we didn't bring a defogger this week. So max special defense, max HP, and we went for a little bit of a Trick Room setter. So we got Trick Room, Scald, Slack Off, and Teleport. Pony Boy, Mudsdale, honestly quickly becoming a favorite in my lineup here. Bringing the Assault Vest and just beefed out Impish Nature, max defense HP, and then the 4 into special defense to get that multiplied by the 1.5. Tanky. Smackdown, Earthquake, Body Press, Iron Head. Ponyboy just smacks. Next up, we got the Jester Molester with the Choice Band this time. Wanted to try something different here. Wanted to make him a super threat with the Trick Room, so minused out that speed and made it a Brave Nature. And just looking at Peyton's team, had basically no resistances to dark types, so I just went straight Darkest Lariat, play rough, and trick, in case I could maybe trick a choice band onto something and then have light screen. As looking at him, he did have a lot of special attackers, and as you just saw, you know, 2 choice specs, right? And last but not least, rounding off with the new free agent pick that we tried to unveil last week, Scraft Dinner. And we are bringing a Life Orb set with Moxie. Kind of wanted to do a little bit of a Trick Room Moxie Sweeper idea. So we just got Rock Slide, Knockoff, Iron Head, and Brick Break in case Bronzong or Regieleki wanted to set up some screen action. So all in all, there's your Kalamazoo Raichu. So without further ado, let's get into the game. All right, so we see Peyton bringing these boys, and to be honest, we're gonna start out with Grimmsnarl because this thing can basically smack anything in its way besides the Regieleki, and if that's the case, we'll just throw up a light screen and then switch. So we'll go from there. So he sends out Bronzong, I send out Grimmsnarl, and I don't think he knows what's about to happen. So already we're off to a great start. We're up 6-5, and couldn't be happier. So in comes Regieleki. I have to switch because that thing destroys me, and I'm locked in because of choice band. So do the only thing natural and go into Ponyboy. He reads it with the Swift, but to be honest, that doesn't do anything to Ponyboy. I smack him down knowing that he's gonna switch, and now I can hit anything with a free Earthquake. So that does 50%. I swap out because I'm kind of scared that he could just outspeed me and destroy. But then again, I was up like 1.5 defense, as you saw, so maybe should have calced it out and stayed in, but instead I just went into King Hippo just to see what I could do. So he goes for a knockoff, and that's just disgusting damage. So I get off a Trick Room and just get off a Scald, and then I'm like, Water Absorb is an ability. I completely forget about Water Absorb, and you hate to see it. So I give him some free heals, and we're off. So Scraft Dinner comes in, and I just go for a stab knockoff, knock off the Black Sludge. And at this point, I probably should have switched because I'm not doing that much damage, and he just hits me with a Will-O-Wisp, and Scraft Dinner at this point is kind of just done. So I swap out. Maybe I should have just kept like harassing down this Weezing, but I don't know. I switch out to Fuego Lamoth to take a Sludge Bomb, and he swaps out to Magmortar. So I just kind of hit a Psychic because I wanted to just finish off the Weezing. But then he reads that and switches out to Magmortar. So overall, Peyton playing like a boss here. I should have just Quiver Danced, but he's reading me like a book. Scraft Dinner just swaps in, takes it. So now it's 5-4 for Peyton. I bring in my boy Ponyboy just to clean up. Liquidation goes off, and you know, he trades off the Seismitoad. So now it's 4-4. Magmortar's coming back out and gets the crit on the Assault Vested. I don't think it would have mattered, but still, it hurts to see. Now we got Volcarona, Cobalion, and Grimmsnarl left against his 4 Mons. So that's where I go for a Quiver Dance. I don't have a bug type move. And I'm doing the Calyx and I'm saying, wow. I'm not going to be able to live a single hit from this thing. So I need to swap. So I go back into Cobalion. I take the Facade because of my natural bulk. And now he's like, hey, he knows I outspeed. He knows I outspeed. So he's thinking, am I going to sword dance? Is he just going to take another hit? Like, is he going to read? I know he's going to switch. And I'm thinking, okay, I can literally just clean up. I outspeed everything except Jkkayy. If he swaps in, good for me. If not, whatever. Obstagoon's dead. So I go for a stab close combat with max attack Cobalion. One percent. 1%. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I just took a look and I was like, so defeated. It's taunting me. 1%. And at this point, he outspeeds me. So T-Bolt just through my whole team, you know? So I'm thinking I got a plan. I need Cobalion, but I'm gonna have to sack off Volcarona. So Volcarona just takes the T-Bolt, dies. And now the plan is Grimmsnarl. Get up the light screen, right? I go up for the light screen just to prevent some damage for Cobalion going forward. And I'm locked in the light screen. So Grimmsnarl's dead. Cobalion soaks a T-Bolt, lives at 3%. Iron Head down. So now we have Cobalion versus the world. But unfortunately, we don't have a Zen Headbutt here for Weezing. And we're choosing between Iron Head or Close Combat, which none of them do too much damage against this bulky boy. And he hits me with the Flamethrower, which, if I had a little bit more HP behind the light screen with the Oka Berry, maybe I could have lived and then gone on to sweep his team. But alas, Cobalt faints. Mr. Measly, Peyton with the victory. And your Kalamazoo Raichu fall to a 4-2 record on the season. It's tough. It was a tough loss. Real tough. But you know what? GG's to Peyton. That was really fun. We had a blast playing that game, and we were just going back and forth, being like, oh, what are you going to do? Just like taunting each other. It was really good. Really fun game, Peyton. Want to play you again soon, and I will in playoffs, baby. Because mathematically, we have that spot secured. But yeah, moving forward, we're gonna have to reevaluate some things here in management for the Kalamazoo Raichu, as we still have all of our remaining free trades up as well. You know, there's been a lot of trade action in this league compared to last season, which is very, very promising. So I think we're gonna have to shake things up here coming up, as we have one last game in the season versus DJ in the Laughlin Lurantis, and he's no sleeper to be slept on, as he's on a tear to make it to that last playoff spot. So he is not going to be taking any games easy, as he is our last opponent of the season. So yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, between that game and the start of playoffs, you're going to be seeing a lot of roster changes, as we gotta spice something up. Maybe Bees is just too docile. Maybe we need a Wasp. Beedrill's out of this meta, but you know, just a lot of things to consider here, you know. But again, GG's to Peyton and DJ. Yeah, you. I've been waiting a long time for this rematch, DJ. You took me out in season 1. And you won't do it again.